Oh, there we go. Here's the sound. Okay, didn't have it on. Great win for Auckland. 3 points, back to the top of the league. Auckland FC beating Sydney 1-0. Goal from Cozzy in the first half, around about 20 minutes, put us in the commanding seat. We also saw Gajim Omai come on for the injured Lockie Brook. Brook went off in the first half. He looked in a bad way, but it was great to see Mai coming on to the field. Although Mai didn't have the best of games, he had quite a few chances where he could have got a goal or two, hitting the woodwork, and he just looked a bit sluggish and a little bit off the pace for Guillermo Mai out there. But it was a good performance from Auckland overall. We kept them out, we kept them goalless. Their keeper did really well. Devonish, can't quite remember the last name, but he was a great keeper for Sydney FC, controlling the game when we were attacking. Let's quickly go through the team. We saw Michael Vow back in goal. He was back in time for this match. We had an injury to Ollie Sale last weekend, and then Vow came back in off the bench, having been dropped. Prior to this game, we signed a new goalkeeper, Jimmy Hilton. He was on the sidelines, ready to come on if need be, but we did see a good performance from Michael Vow today. He put in some good saves, two very key saves to keep us in the lead. We did it the hard way, only winning by 1-0. That two cushion is always really important when Auckland are playing, because we've seen it too many times now where we have surrendered a 1-0 lead or a 1-goal lead, not just a draw, but actually losing. So to get over the line this time round is really good for the team. Michael Vow, good performance. He'll keep his place for next weekend. Although I'd like to see what Jimmy Hilton has in his locker. At right back, Sakai, he was having a great game today. A really good flick onto Mali at one point, and Mali put in a great cross, and Cozzy headed it to the keeper. It was a good header, but the keeper was just too good today for Sydney. In the centre of defence, we saw Gerwood Reich. He was back in the middle instead of Peinecker, who picked up an injury in the last game. Solid game from Gerwood Reich against his former club, so a couple of points to prove for him. Dan Hall, solid as always. We saw a lot of really good challenges coming in from Dan Hall. A brick wall for us at the back. And then left back, Francis de Vries, whipping in those crosses, those long throw-ins, causing a lot of trouble for the Sydney defenders. Gallegos, some mediocre performance I felt for Gallegos today. He looked to get involved a lot. A couple of nice passes along the way, but his partner in the middle of midfield for Strata, he was quality. His interceptions, his link-up play, transitioning from defence to attack was really good. Out on the wing, we had Jesse Randall on the right. We've seen him on the left more often than not in the past, but on the right this time, Jesse Randall with his pace, but not really threatening the goal. On the left, Mali, it's either his second or third start only of the season. Yeah, not too bad from Mali. Some good runs down the wing for him. He was selected ahead of Rogerson, who was waiting on the bench. Brook, as I said earlier, he started in that number 10 central attacking midfield role. Went off injured early. He looked to be in a lot of discomfort, and he made way for Guillermo Mai to come onto the field in the first half. Sam Cosgrove got that goal around about 20 minutes. It was a typical poachers, strikers goal, and after the third attempt from an Auckland player to get onto the end of the ball, it was Cozzy who got there to put us 1-0 up. So we went into the half-time a goal better off than Sydney, and Sydney then brought on Joe Lolly in the second half. He is their danger man, but he's coming back from injury. He hasn't got the match fitness just yet so they're easing him back in. That was lucky for us, really, because you could see the problems he was giving Francis de Vries on our left. So all up, a great performance, great result. The result means everything, really. First win for a long time since we beat Brisbane 2-0 away at their place. The second win only of January as well. So, the second win only of 2026 as we've now started into February. So, yeah, that 3 points is great. It puts us back at the top of the table, at least until Newcastle Jets play. I think they're playing tomorrow. So they'll be, they would have looked at this game and see what they need to do tomorrow. The crowd was in good numbers today. The port were looking great. It was a nice sunny day at Mount Smart. I was gutted I couldn't make it today, but due to other work commitments, I am on call, so I don't have that flexibility. So I watched it at home at the comfort of my own house, and yeah, so relieved to get that 3 points. Yeah, big up to Michael Vow, 2 key saves, which kept us 1-0 up. I've put a score rating of the players up on the screen. You can see it there. I'm just trying to make it bigger for myself. Okay, so I've gone with, for my score ratings, Michael Vow, 6.8. I guess he could be more in the 7s, really. 2 key saves. Didn't have a lot to do apart from those 2 saves, but they were quite vital to us, giving us the 3 points. Sakai, 7.5. I give him a 7.5 because he did really well with link-up play, tackling, kept his cool. We've seen Sakai a couple of times recently lose his cool when the referee's gone against him, but he kept his cool with his traditional smile back on his dial. Dan Hall in defence, gave him a 7.1. Yeah, solid defending. Goodwood Reich, 7.3. I really thought Goodwood Reich had a great game today against his former club. Francis de Vries, 7.5. He was dangerous with those crosses going into the box, the long throw-ins as well. In midfield, Gallegos, 6.2. I feel he was a bit mediocre. A couple of good balls out wide to the wingers, but not as impactful as his central midfield partner Verstraete. He is going to be my man of the match today. 8.3 for Verstraete. A great performance. He's been consistent all season long. The interceptions, the tackling that he gets done in the middle of the park, transitioning from the defense to the attack, is really good. Hi, Hassan. Thanks very much for tuning in to this live match reaction. I haven't done one of these before, but I thought might as well give it a go this time round. Good game from Auckland. Yeah, Lockie Brooks, unlucky to see him go off so early. I've only scored him a 6.2 because he went off in the first half. He didn't impact the game too much while he was on. A couple of runs, typical Brooks style, inverting all the time. Randall out on the wing, 7.3 for him. Pace and speed out going forward. Francois, a bit lower, 6.9. He was involved. He had that good cross onto Cosgrove's head when his header just went into the ground and the keeper saved it. The Sydney keeper just did awesome today. I'm going to give Cozzy an 8.1 for that goal. No matter how scrappy it is, you've got to be in the right position to get the goal, and Cozzy was there. Anyway, this is just my quick match reaction for the match. I haven't done this before. I usually do a watch-along, but I've a lot of technical issues with the watch-alongs because they go on so long. So I thought I'll just do a live match reaction this time round. The Port, I said a few things at the beginning of this broadcast, but my microphone wasn't on. I may be repeating myself, but the Port were looking good. They had the TIFO out today, and they were high in numbers. The crowd in general looked pretty good. I think I heard it was 17,000. Now, I could be wrong, But if it's 17, that's excellent. And that is back to where we almost were last season. We're 18,000 average home gates. And nice sunny day in Auckland, quite mild, and a great occasion for us to get back to the top of the table. I'm going to leave it here now. And thanks very much if you found this match reaction. I haven't advertised it, haven't done any tags or anything like that. So thanks for finding me. Thanks for tuning in. Keep up to date with the Night Fever podcast. I'll be doing a proper match review soon following this match. That'll be out on the YouTube channel and on Spotify if you prefer that. And thanks very much for tuning in. Great win for Auckland, back to top of the league. Let's hope now that we can string together quite a few victories and catapult us into the playoffs. Okay, up the port, up the Black Knights. Goodbye for now.